It's going.
Going good? Yeah.
Yeah.
So people listening will know Justin's work from the covers of all of Secret Restaurant's periodicals thus far. So that includes both of the breakfasts and then the three pizza periodicals. And then also Justin is a tattoo artist by trade. Um, so that's a modified tattoo.
Correct.
Yeah, in St. Cloud, right?
In Becker, Minnesota, like 20
Is that
minutes.
it's close to it?
Yeah, yeah.
Nice, yeah. So how'd you get that gig set up?
It was just kind of like everything kind of fell into place when I moved into St. Cloud and ran into somebody disc golfing, and they were looking for an artist. I needed work closer to home, so
Nice.
yeah.
Did you have any experience like beforehand, or was it something you started doing the apprenticeship?
Oh, I did my apprenticeship in St. Paul at a shop called Black Coffin Tattoo.
Okay.
Um, and I worked there for like a year, but I met a girl and moved to St. Cloud, so it was a horrible drive, like just all the way from St. Cloud to Minneapolis.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like when I was in Minnesota, I knew like three people who just had tattoo guns, but like weren't working in a shop. Like they just ordered them.
Yeah, that's an awful idea. I tried that like I don't know, like you might have been around when I had that tattoo machine and I was like messing around on myself
Yeah.
like a decade ago or whatever. But yeah, I just gave it away because I was like, this is not how you do this.
Yeah, I don't have any tattoos or anything. Seems like it would be yeah, I guess it's better to practice on yourself than someone else though.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so that's cool, man. What's that experience been like with the tattoos? Do you feel like it's something that you want to keep on doing, or it's kind of just a thing you do one day at a time? Or
No, I definitely want to. It's a career path for sure.
yeah,
I'm like 4 years in now, and I really like it. It's super challenging. I mean, it gets frustrating because it's just like any other art. Like you're like constantly like looking at it and like overanalyzing yourself, that sort of thing. Like I mean, you know what that's like with your writing and everything.
right,
And it's like so you're constantly growing. So you can get burnout real easy, but it's definitely like something I want to continue doing. It's given my art a lot more discipline.
yeah, yeah, I get that. And then is it basically like all client based, or you just go in and then people show up to?
Yeah, I occasionally take walk-ins. It just depends. Like most of my work is scheduled through the shop. We have like an automated system, which is super awesome because my first year was a lot of back and forth, just like trying to deal with people online is a nightmare.
Yeah, and I feel like I see. I don't know if it's you sharing them or if it's just like I see from the algorithm, but like the kind of tattoo, like that culture of tattoo artists being annoyed with random people coming in,
Yeah, yeah.
expecting crazy things or something.
Most of us are just like, I don't know, like burned out old dudes that are just like crabby about everything. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's like, yeah.
Did you ever have like something that someone came in and asked, like you were like, no way?
Yeah. With AI, it's a big thing where people just want like way too much in too small a space, and they're like showing me AI pictures, which are just like not possible.
Right.
And people get like mad at me, but I mean, what can I do about it? You know?
Yeah. I guess I never thought about that because I know AI, it's like people use it for, well, for example, even book covers and stuff, but
Yeah,
I never really thought about asking an artist to recreate AI.
yeah. It's pretty normal in our industry. I mean, like, I'm sure you do use it like Chat GPT for like writing prompts and stuff.
I have used it. The only time that I really used it professionally was for like the editing software Grammarly.
Oh, right on.
And so and that was because the client wanted me to like pass a certain score. So
Yeah,
like for the Grammarly, like there's Grammarly Premium. So regular Grammarly is just like basically spell check. It's like
right on.
and then like there's like a premium one you can pay for that will literally change words and rearrange sentences. And I had one client that was like um it was basically they wanted you to pass a certain score of what their AI wanted you to have the sentences be like this good based on their own thing.
Like,
And then
don't
it's
sound
like,
like yourself. Sound like a machine.
right, yeah,
Yeah,
well that's kind of what it is a lot. It's like as as robotic as possible.
Right.
Just relay the information,
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. So yeah, when you're doing, so actually, I saw that you did another album cover, right?
Yeah. I think I did down in Chicago. I've done that's the second one that I've done for him. It's kind of like folk punk.
Nice.
The Jester is what he goes by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you listen to the album beforehand, or you just send him some
He
stuff?
usually gives me the rough cut of the album so I can kind of like get a feel for it and stuff.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I think maybe I don't know if this was when I was living in Minnesota or maybe it was right after, but you had done an album cover on Bandcamp for something. I can't remember what it was,
Oh,
but
that was probably the band that I was playing in, like with
yeah,
really bad drums. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So. Do you feel like you're because obviously you do all the covers, and I actually just got a compliment of the pizza latest issue. I got a compliment about the boat cover. Someone texted me and was like, well, they were like, "Did you do that?" And I was like, "I feel like I tag him every single time and say who does it every single time." But then I was like, "No, it's my friend Justin." And then he was like, "Yeah, those are so cool." So, and I feel like now, because I've known you a long time, I feel like the stuff you were doing when I first met you was more like kind of charcoal stuff,
Yeah.
maybe.
I
Yeah.
still miss charcoal. It just doesn't like uh, my tattooing technique isn't to where I can translate that kind of art yet.
Right.
So it's like I'm doing more like traditional stuff where it's just like solid lines, solid color packing and stuff. But eventually, like probably when I hit year 6 or 7, I'll be translating back into like that weird art that I used to do that was more like realism and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just like a learning curve.
Yeah. So yeah. So what's that? Do you think that kind of change in your style is almost entirely attributed to uh, tattooing?
Yeah,
Or
for sure.
yeah, that's interesting how that
Yeah.
kind of happens. Like,
But that's the majority of the reason that I got into it though, is my art was kind of like hitting this point where that was it. Like it was just like plateaued, and I needed something to teach it discipline, and that's all tattooing is discipline.
yeah,
You have
definitely.
to do the same stupid shapes, the same stupid tattoos over and over and over again. Like,
Yeah.
but it's really helped. And then like now when I go back to do like my weird surreal art and I look at stuff from like 10 years ago when we were neighbors and stuff,
Mhm.
um, I'm like, man, I want to redo that with like the knowledge and discipline that I have now. So
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. I feel like I was thinking when you were talking about tattooing, what do you think is the thing you've done the most in your four? You said 4 years.
yeah.
What's the
Um,
one thing you've done the most? You think?
I mean, like butterflies is the most
Yeah.
popular. Like if you're just gonna get like a single banger,
Yeah.
but I do a lot of black and gray floral because that's what I was selling when I moved to that shop because flowers are low stress to do,
Mhm.
and I'd been drawing them for years anyway, just for fun. So
Right.
it was an easy sell to like. It's kind of like the clientele I have is like pretty rural.
Yeah.
So I still get like my old clients from the cities, but it's a lot of people that just want like flowers and crosses and that sort of thing. So like
Yeah.
selling the black and gray floral is an easy move and like just something to focus on.
Yeah. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Right. The
Right.
classics. Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, I'll never get mad about like if somebody's like, I'm going to pay you a bunch of money to draw flowers. I'm never going to be like, no, fuck you. You know what I mean? Like, that's just
Yeah.
never going to happen.
And then you can just be like comfortable with it too. Like,
Yeah.
you've already done it enough. And if someone comes in and is like, I don't know, I want George Washington driving a muscle car or something, it's like
Yeah.
you have to rethink the whole thing. Like,
Right.
yeah, cool, man. Yeah. What other kind of artist stuff have you been doing? Album covers. Uh,
Uh, I've been focusing a lot on the weird skulls that I don't know if you've seen. Oh, I think I've submitted some to some of the restaurant press ones before, like the goofy
mhm.
skulls.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I'm trying to kick out a bunch of those because I would like to do some kind of show, maybe at a coffee shop or like
Yeah.
wherever, whatever space will take that essentially
Right.
because it's kind of fucking goofy. But yeah,
Are
so
those?
I try to kick out like 2 or 3 like full size paintings of those a month and develop a body of work. So
Mhm. Yeah, I was gonna ask if those are paint. So yeah, that's cool. I feel like I've tried painting a couple times and it never goes like you plan it.
no, it always happens.
That's I guess that's art, but I feel like one of the biggest things I learned was if I have something in my head, it's not going to be like that at all.
Right.
I tried painting it a couple times. It's just like it looks like a kid made
Yeah.
it.
It's like that for a long, long time.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, I think that would be badass to have a display of those at a shop somewhere. Nice. Yeah. Uh, so the skulls, butterflies. I never know what you're gonna send me to. I think I said this on one of the other podcasts, but when you sent me that pizza on the crucifix,
Yeah. Super fun.
I was like sitting in literally the student center at Notre Dame, which is like, I mean, it's just college still, but it's like a Catholic college. And I
Nice.
like opened it up and it was like a pizza on a crucifix. And I think I just like closed my
Yeah, close
laptop.
laptop.
That was awesome. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
I was like, yeah, it must have been like right around Easter or something. So that's like fresh
yes.
mind. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. It was the spring, the second coming,
Yeah.
the second coming of the Tsar. So you've been reading anything?
Uh, Nonfiction, I'm doing Melania. And it's kind of, I guess I should have assumed it was going to be a puff piece about Trump, but I was just like hoping it would be something different.
Yeah. So what is that? I've never heard of it.
It's just his wife's biography.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought when you said it, I thought it was like a philosopher or something.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think she published it last year or something, or like whenever he got elected.
yeah,
Um, and yeah, I mean, it's like she seems well read, but I don't know. That's not. It's a lot of it is just like talking about how great her husband was, and I was like, like I'm kind of like a bleeding heart liberal or whatever. I was kind of hoping it would be, he's awful behind the scenes sort of thing, but I should have known better. So.
right. She's thinking about her own priorities. I wonder if maybe someday she'll write another one.
Right, like after he dies. I didn't realize there's like a 40-year age gap between them or something insane. 37.
That makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah. Um, but yeah, she's had like pretty crazy life too, though. Just like doing the modeling thing and then coming over to the U.S. by herself and stuff
yeah.
around that time was just like insane. And then for fiction, I've been reading Wolverine. It's I guess the author is Ben Percy. Is that his name? I don't know. From 2020. It's it's pretty cool. It's like the mutants have this island where they all kind of live, and they export this plant to people for medicinal use.
Mhm.
And that's kind of how like they stimulate their economy or whatever, and they just all keep to themselves. And it's like all the mutants, like all the evil ones, like Magneto and Wolverine, are like kicking it in bars and stuff. Um, but some factions start stealing the plants because they discover that they can use the plants with their paired with their mutant powers to mind control people. So they're doing all this crazy stuff, and it's
Okay.
just like Wolverine is trying to solve the mystery or whatever. And it's super fun, and the art's super dope. I would
Yeah,
definitely check it out if I were you, if you're a
yeah,
Wolverine guy.
yeah. I'll have to check it out. I'm so like I like your shirt, by the way, Batman.
Right.
I'm so invested in the Batman story. I feel like it's all I've been reading. I got like a old school Spider-Man, where the one where Venom was first introduced.
Oh, nice.
So I was reading that a little bit, but Marvel is kind of beyond me right now. Um, I need to get some more research in. I follow these YouTube channels that they just go through those big omnibuses and flip through the pages. And when I watch them, I'm like, oh, I need to read those.
Yeah.
But it's always Batman for some reason.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do a lot of Batman too. Like Batman Ninja Turtles was good, and the art in it was super cool. I can't remember the guy's name. Something Williams the third. Super cool, like version of Batman, and like the Ninja Turtles were like dark and like cool looking.
Hmm.
And
Yeah, I saw because I go to a shop sometimes, and I saw when they were putting those on the walls. I thought they were reissuing the original ones. They make the art kind of look like what I've seen of the original Ninja Turtles. I feel like.
yeah, well, they did reissue something came out recently that I picked up, and it was like 40 years of Ninja Turtles or something along those lines.
Mhm.
So like the cover is like the original art, but then they have stuff that spans through the 40 years, and you
Nice.
can kind of see how the art evolves and stuff. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out. Do you buy single issues or you buy the graphic
Well,
novels?
I try to like because I want my attention span to like start working like that again, where it's like you get something cool, you wait for the next one, and I just
Mhm.
my brain doesn't work like that anymore. It's the way our society is, or whatever. Like
Right.
I have to have it all in front of me now, and like just go through it.
Yeah.
If I buy single issues, it's just because I think they look cool or whatever, and I want them for my collection. But then I still buy like the big book to go along with it and read it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm kind of in the same boat. There was one in 2020 that was coming out, or maybe a little earlier, called Gideon Falls,
Is that
and
the one with the disappearing house?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it's like two realities, but you don't really know at first that it's telling a story in two different realities, and there's like a priest in it coming to like this kind of rural place, and
yeah,
weird things are happening, and then there's another story arc, but you realize it's on opposite sides of like this different reality. But then, just like you said, I quit buying them, and then it's like that was years ago. It's hard
yeah.
to remember to like keep reading them and stuff, even. But
I think
yeah.
the only long series that I made it through was Lock and Key by Joe Hill.
Oh,
And it's
nice.
kind of, yeah, that kind of got me like back into comics. Probably like I want to say that was like 7 or 8 years ago now. Um, but yeah, he's like Stephen King's son or whatever.
Mhm. Yeah.
So I really got into his writing style, and I was like, why is there all these Stephen King references in it? And I'm like, oh, it's his kid, so that makes sense. He like grew up reading or talking to his dad and stuff.
Right.
But yeah, that one was really fun, and I think I made it through like all four or five volumes of that, and that was pretty good. They had a good like Netflix adaptation of it too that I thought was all right.
Nice. Yeah, I've never read him, but he gets recommended. Uh, it'll be good to finally check him out since I have pretty much exhausted all Stephen King. I haven't read nearly all of his books, but I feel like I'm past the point of wanting to read new stuff by him.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I was like big Stephen King freak in like high school in my early 20s, and now like I pick something up by him, and I'm like, are you? Did you even try on this one? Like
Yeah.
I feel like you wrote this. It'll be like I'll pick like the shortest one just so in case I get pissed off. And I'm like, you intentionally wrote this 150 pages just to like fucking piss off your readers. I feel like.
Yeah. Or just yeah, to make money. I had like
Yeah.
do you have a favorite of his novels you read?
I mean, I really get into the what is it, the Dark Tower series, but I
Hmm.
only ever make it to like book three, and then every time I want to go back and revisit the series, I have to start it over. So it's
Yeah.
like I really like those first three books, and maybe it's just because it was different style for him, and I still liked it. And then he's got some obscure ones, like from a Buick 8 was this weird one where he's always got like that other reality where the weird monsters live and stuff like in the mist and stuff like that.
Hmm.
And this one was just like this old car parked in this garage, and the whole story revolved around it. And like for some reason, the trunk of this car was like a portal to that dimension. So it was just like weird stuff was always happening around the car. And that one was super fun.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a genius move on his part to have like the whole uh mystical reality that makes no sense.
Right.
And then readers just like really get it. There's like a TV show I didn't read the book, but it's called Lizzie's Story.
Oh, I couldn't finish that book because the accent in it was so thick in his writing that I couldn't follow it. Like,
Really?
yeah.
Interesting because the TV show I don't think they had I think it was straightforward. It was just like well, it was Julianne Moore and then I can't remember the actor's name, but he's famous.
Oh, right on. I should check that out then because I love
Yeah.
Julianne Moore for sure.
And then the kind of villain in it is a famous actor too, but I can't remember his name. But it's like super depressing, and it's kind of like many of his works, or at least when I read criticisms of it or whatever, it's like super slow,
Yeah.
which seems to be one of his downfalls. But
That's kind of what I liked about his writing, though. Is like it'd be like 4 pages of description, and
yeah,
like I don't have to imagine anything. This is great. Like you did
right.
your job well. Like I don't know.
Depending on if the description is completely grotesque or not.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah. There's like the opening to Rose Matter was super descriptive in like 4 pages, but it was like super shocking to read in like high school or junior high whenever I read it the first time, and I was like, wow, this is great. This is such great shock value. And then you read it as an adult, and it's like it's a 4 page description of this woman getting beat to the point of having a miscarriage on the stairs, and you're like, oh,
Yeah,
this is awful. Like, how did you? I don't know how you'd write that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
brutal.
yeah. And that's the thing is you remember those. Well, the iconic one in it for me is when the dude he like slits his wrist in the bathtub,
Yeah.
and his wife is like doesn't know, and then she like goes up and finds him. I'll never forget that scene. And like the other one, there's this one in one of his later kind of detective fiction novels. It's like this dude's trying to poison someone, but then his mom accidentally eats it, and then
Okay.
he like finds her, and it takes way too long to describe like
Yeah.
the aftermath of it. It's like so gross, and it's like so many like paragraphs, but
Yeah.
that's what made him famous is that sort of stuff. And like,
Yeah.
yeah,
I love that in my early 20s and like teens and stuff. And now it's just like, I don't know if I have like more empathy now because there's less going on in my life, but
right.
it's really hard for me to read like really violent, grotesque scenes like that.
I'm in
And like,
the same boat.
horror
Have
movies,
you
same.
what?
I said horror movies are the same thing too. Like I
Yeah,
used to like the gore porn, and now I'm like, no, that's way too much.
right. There's way too many chainsaw sounds in
Yeah.
this movie. Have you been reading any Philip K. Dick or anything?
uh, no, not recently.
Yeah.
I did find like I read A Scanner Darkly uh, sometime within the last few years,
Mhm.
and was surprised at how like verbatim the movie was when I saw the movie.
Yeah, it is almost scene for scene. I feel
Yeah.
like, yeah. I mean, it's all good scenes, but um, and I can't remember if he. I think maybe that was one of his first books when he was sober too.
No,
Um,
maybe.
yeah, or I think the first one was it was about like this radio host who his like mistress tries to kill him or something. Can't remember. Full of My Tears, the policeman said. But I do feel like when you look at his career when he like got sober, they got more like understandable or
Yeah.
something. Like Scanner Darkly, the scenes are very like
Yeah,
to the point. Yeah,
there was something I tried reading by him, and it was like this rat was like in this garbage dump, like rooting around through the garbage, and you're in the perspective of the rat, and at some point it changes to like somebody else's perspective. I had no idea what was going on. It
yeah.
was hard to follow. It was definitely one of his early works.
He had that deadline he needed to get to the word count.
Right.
Yeah, I've been trying to read him again, but sometimes it's almost just like easier to not
Yeah, for sure.
some
I
of
feel
those books.
like I feel like the Valis trilogy though is like if I were to be stuck on an island with 10 books, that would be one of them for sure.
Yeah, yeah, that one I was writing a lot. It's still pretty confusing, but it's just like so weird that like he's writing in third person and
He's having the same delusions at the same time. Like, yeah,
right,
yeah,
he's writing about his own writing in third person or something. Yeah, I like that one. I haven't read the whole trilogy, um, but yeah, that was definitely a standout one. I guess you can read that whole kind of Bible he wrote. You can find that one at a bookstore.
oh, nice.
Yeah, the Exegesis or whatever it's called. He wrote like a Bible.
Yeah, there's excerpts from it throughout the whole Valis trilogy.
That's every writer's goal is to write a Bible or
Yeah,
something. Would you ever do any comic books or like do the art form?
yeah, that's my dream. But then, like every time I sit down and start like mapping out that idea, I'm like, that's so much work.
Mm-hmm.
And every person I know that works on comic books just works so fast. I'm like, how did you draw that many pages in like a few hours? You know what I mean? Like that's like a month's worth of work for me. Like get out of here.
Yeah, I think that's what Alan Moore said. He wanted to originally be a the person who draws them too, but then once he actually got a job working at like a comic place, he saw how fast people worked, and he realized immediately he was just going to write them.
And they're not just doing it fast. They're doing it fast and like well,
Right.
like all the perspectives are perfect and stuff like that. Stuff that I gotta like think about, do sketches for, and then like do many things to make sure it lines up properly and stuff. And they're just like banging it out like one page after another with like perfect like foreshortening when they're like looking at the
Mhm.
screen and stuff. It's crazy.
Did you? When did you start working on an iPad? What?
Um, like within my first year of tattooing,
Mhm.
it's just a great tool for like speeding up the process on like a lot of the repetitive stuff you have to do and stuff like that.
Yeah. So you'd think that increased your output more, or
Well, yeah, for sure. I mean, just on the word tattoos alone, like drawing words takes time. You know what I mean? Like now people just come in with a font. I resize it on my iPad, and as long as it's tattooable font, I can just do it right there in a couple minutes. Whereas
mhm,
if I had to draw that, that's an hour long process, just like getting it the right size and
mhm,
getting it on somebody's skin. And there's still like, I mean, in bigger pieces, you still want to draw your own words and stuff so they flow with the piece and the body. But I mean, like a lot of
mhm.
people just want like one random phrase on them and stuff. So it's a nice
Yeah,
tool for that.
yeah, I get that. So is it like an app that you can figure out kind of that sort of stuff, or you just do it on like a Word doc?
Yeah, it's called Procreate, and everybody in the industry uses it. And one of the
Mhm,
reasons why is it's because it's like it's so you can like real life draw on it. And then there's just tons of other tools for doing stuff like that. But I think the biggest reason is because even though it's 2025, it's just you buy the program and it's yours now. There's no subscription service or anything,
mhm.
and it comes with all these great tools. And then you can buy like different stamps and stuff. Like the tattoo industry has a bunch of them. I mean, if you start looking at a lot of tattoos closely, like you'll notice a lot of people are using the same designs over and over again, like exactly the same. And those are usually like stamp sets from certain companies and stuff.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then, how did you choose? So, because I know you had a lot of tattoos already before you started working,
Yeah.
but has it changed? Because I know you got one on your head now. You
Yeah.
didn't have that when I was living in
Mhm.
Minnesota. So, do you have like a when you choose to get new work done? Has that changed at all since you started doing your own tattoos, or just from?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I usually just like, uh, I pick an artist that I like and just tell
Hmm.
them to fill up an area. Like I don't really pick the subject matter unless they want that kind of direction from me. Because some people get stressed out when you're like, just do whatever you want because they've been
Yeah.
doing it long enough where they've been told that and then wasted their time drawing stuff and
Yeah.
not what the person wants, you know?
So you get them at your own shop a lot.
I've been tattooed by everybody that works there, but I probably have like 25 to 30 artists on me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What was the first one
The first one at my shop or the first one
that
that
you ever got? Yeah.
the first one I got in my hometown and from Michelle Frederick. She owns Impaled Tattoo. Um, she did a cross with Ozzy's name in it and a snake wrapped around it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rest in peace. Yeah, that's badass. That would be the best of all of the people I've been fans of music. I feel like if I got a tattoo when I was like a teenager, most of them I probably wouldn't want a tattoo of them anymore. But
Right.
Ozzy is the
Yeah.
ultimate, long lasting artist, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh, yeah.
she had a really nice, like, pretty version of it drawn up for me. And I was like, no, like, I want people to know that I grew up in a trailer sort of deal. So it's like, it's definitely got that feel to it. Now it's, 25, 30 years faded. So it's like, it looks like what it's supposed to.
Right. Yeah. You grew up in Michigan?
Yeah.
Where at?
Hancock, Michigan.
Where is it on the state around, like on the shape of it?
So it's like not the lower peninsula, but the upper peninsula, like all the way up in the Keweenaw. So like if you do
Oh,
like,
cool.
I guess like up here.
So you're on the part everyone's confused about.
Yeah.
the
The one that doesn't show up on like US maps and stuff. Yeah.
That's cool. I didn't realize it was there. I went to Michigan like a month ago or something because Notre Dame had this event with one of their reservations um, about like language there. I didn't realize how close Michigan was to Notre Dame until then, but
Yeah.
yeah. Do you go back a lot or?
I have been now that I have a driver's license now. Like when I knew you from the cities, I didn't have one of those.
I forgot about that. Yeah,
Yeah. So now yeah, I go up there like maybe 3 or 4 times a year.
that's cool.
Yeah.
What kind of? You said you had to take your car to the shop.
Yeah, just like normal maintenance stuff.
Yeah, I haven't
And
had a car for like a year. I need to get a new one, but
yeah,
it's tough not having a car, man.
yeah. I mean, now I don't like. Before I just didn't like it. Didn't bother me because I didn't know. Like I took public transportation everywhere. But
Hmm.
now I take like mini road trips like once a month. So like if I lost my car, I'd just be like, I don't know what I do at that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
figure out how to get a bus ticket or something.
Right.
Yeah. Uh, nice. Yeah. Well, yeah. Did you have any like things you should talk about? How people can get tattoos from you or like follow you on Instagram.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's just audio underscore art, AUTIO underscore art at Instagram. I mean that's my TikTok, my Facebook, everything. The same name on all the socials or whatever.
Yeah. And then just like see when you have openings or do people message you a lot?
Yeah. People just like message me questions, and then we have like the automated system that I have a link to on my Instagram and other places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're pretty much booked most days of the week or
Yeah, I mean, typically I'm only booked like a couple weeks out. Saturdays can get like a month or 6 weeks out or something, but it's the middle of the summer is usually like kind of slowed down a little bit. And then it picks back up in like probably September sometime.
yeah, you think just because people are traveling and stuff or
Yeah, and people don't want to be like healing a fresh tattoo out at the beach, that sort of thing.
yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah. Cool. Was there anything else you wanted to add or talk about or anything like that?
Now, is this like, what about, I mean, how long has Restaurant Press been going on for now?
Well, it's almost I think 3 years honestly this month.
3 years? Because
Yeah.
I feel like, is the podcast over a year old now? I feel like I've been listening to it for about a year now.
Yeah, like I think I started it in February of 2024, but then I didn't I took like a break of like 6 months or something where I wasn't doing it. And now this summer I've kind of been just rapid firing them because I've just been in Iowa with not that much to do.
Right.
That's kind of been the extent of it, but I would like to eventually have it be something that I can get like commercials on and all that. But it's also not the most focused thing, you know.
Yeah. But I mean, like just from listening to your first episode to like the last ones that I've listened to and stuff now, like you can tell it's like it's going in a direction. So
Yeah, I
yeah,
was like super not into talking to myself at first.
yeah,
Like, and also I was that time I was in like when I started I was in Chicago and our apartment was like you could literally hear any conversation. But I felt like I wanted to just try and see if I could do it, and then I was like being too nervous. And now here it's like right now I'm at my parents' house, and so I can talk as loud as I want.
right, right,
So once I move again, hopefully it doesn't go back to like me being too
yeah,
like conscientious of talking and stuff. You know?
yeah. I'm the same way with like recording music. If I can hear people in the apartment next to me, I'm like, oh, well, it's not the day to record. Like people can't hear me while I'm doing this. I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't think I turned my guitar amp on for like a year
Yeah,
when I was in Chicago. Like I did every once in a while, but mostly it just sat there or I just hook it up to my computer.
right. Play with
Yeah.
the anthems or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you been doing any recording?
No, I just got my stuff set back up, and I'm kind of like purging my music equipment to try to like streamline and get rid of the distractions. Like I'm getting rid of my drum kit.
Mm.
Like I know how to play drums well enough, but I feel like I'm wasting my time trying to record my own drum lines when I can just use samples. Or
Yeah.
if I get anything solid enough, I can just pay somebody to do a better drum line. Um,
Right.
but yeah, I mean, like ideally by this winter, I'd like to start kicking out like I don't know, like bad folk acoustic songs, angry white guy stuff, you know, like
Nice. Yeah. What? So you have like would you play acoustic or?
yeah, I still have my electric, but I don't like, I mean, I still listen to metal,
Mm.
but I can't imagine me like writing a metal album or anything anymore. I'm just like
Yeah.
in a different space, I guess.
Did you have a Jackson?
Yep.
Yeah, Jackson. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, I like playing heavy metal stuff, but I feel like I'm kind of in the same way where Like I don't need to turn the distortion up all the way anymore.
Right.
Yeah. I still listen to a lot of stuff, but not really any new stuff. I listen to the same like death metal bands I listened to since I was like 18.
Right. Same.
Yeah.
Like
Or yeah.
people tried to get me into Lorna Shore, and I'm like, this is good, but I'd rather still just like listen to Obituary or something. Not like, oh,
Exactly. Yeah. Well, that's I mean they're like the best.
yeah,
And it was that I feel like it's also like the recording then um like they were just figuring out how to record things in that
yeah.
intent.
So it wasn't super overproduced and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Like them and I mean obviously Death is classic.
Right.
I'm trying to think of what I was kind of I never really listened to that Bolt Thrower band.
Yeah,
And
they're all
then
right.
for some reason last fall I was just like going through all of their albums. And yeah, I don't even know if they're like considered or for me I don't even know if they're like the greatest band ever. It was just for some reason I think I was interested in
Yeah.
how they were making music, and then also that it was sort of RPG themed.
No,
Uh,
is it really?
yeah, I guess their band is like based on Warhammer
Nice.
2000 or whatever. Um,
I feel
which I
like
don't
that would
know
make me
anything
more
about.
interested in it.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it, but for some reason that just made me want to added layer to curiosity or something. I don't know.
Right.
Did you ever play Dungeons and Dragons or any of those games?
Yeah, we actually had a shop campaign like the first year that I was working at Modify, and it was super fun. So like we'd get together twice a month and run a campaign for fifth edition. But it's just like trying to get six people. Like a couple of the guys have kids, um, and then most of us are introverts. We just want to go home after work. You know what I mean? So
Right.
trying to get us together like twice a month just like turned into like too much of a hassle. And
Yeah.
then like the DM has to like that guy does tons of work. You know, like he had a full time job too. Like, is he going to write a full campaign? You know?
Yeah. And then be criticized.
Yeah, right.
I've only done two campaigns so far. I do feel like the first one I did, I didn't know. I still don't really know how it works. I just
Yeah,
like people tell me what to do, and I roll the dice, and then I just like agree with whatever they say. But I feel like the first one I did, people were like thinking it wasn't a good campaign or something, and I was like just there.
yeah, just having fun, blowing
Right.
everything down. I get like lots of people don't like playing with me because I'm like doing stupid shit and just like wasting everybody's time. Like, well, let's go into that house over there and fucking check it out. Like, like we don't need to be doing that right now. Like, but it's there.
Yeah. So yeah, we were talking about Dungeons and Dragons, I think,
Yeah,
and yeah, I guess I've only played it where it's more story oriented, and I feel like that's the only way I would really want to play it. But some people are super into just like the dice and stuff, I guess. Yeah. Have you ever had a campaign that you like hated doing that, or
no, I mean I've
yeah,
only played like maybe maybe like five or six campaigns.
yeah,
Um, and I've always had fun, and it's just like I feel like it's just more about the group of people that you're with than what's actually going on and like how much fun you're gonna have. You know what I mean?
right,
And so it's like, especially like now that we're adults, you know, like you pick which people you're hanging out with and playing with. It's not just like whoever's around. You know what I mean?
right.
So usually have a good time with it.
Yeah, I had never had the dice before, and then I went last week because when I was growing up, GameStop, I only really knew it as video games, and I don't remember if they had board game stuff. But this last
Right.
time I went in there, and it was like almost all kind of like memorabilia and like dice and stuff like that. And I don't know if that's just changed or if I was just ignoring it. I know a lot of video games are just like downloaded now.
Yeah. There's no like physical copy. My console doesn't even have like a disk drive on it anymore. So
Yeah, but I was trying to pick the dice, and some of them, it was like all of them were like $40, and they had like fake blood inside them or like super eccentric stuff. And then
yeah.
finally, I found one that was like $4. I'm like, those are the ones.
Right.
Maybe when I really get into it and start playing campaigns, I'll get the
yeah, dropped so much money on like books and just like the stupid stuff like that. It's just like,
Right.
I don't know. There's so much merchandising in it. It's crazy.
Yeah.
They have miniatures you can paint too. I had like a beholder around here. Like those are fun to paint once in a while.
What is it?
Like the little miniatures to like represent your characters or like
Oh yeah.
the enemies and stuff.
Yeah. So what kind of video game system you have?
An Xbox. I mean, it
Yeah.
kind of just is my movie player at this point. I don't
Yeah.
invest too much time in games anymore.
That I can't believe that Xbox doesn't have a disk drive. I
Yeah,
did not. Yeah.
it was like 250 extra dollars for the version that did with the same hard drive and stuff. And I was like, oh. So
Yeah.
then I just bought a separate DVD player for like $40 or whatever.
Yeah. I guess I didn't realize that. A new time. My computer doesn't have a disk drive, so I had to get a separate one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those years are behind us. You still get CDs and stuff, right?
Yeah, because online storage is awful. You're just going to charge me a monthly fee for the rest of my life. Like,
Yeah.
get out of here.
Yeah, that's been a whole ordeal. I feel like every week I have to like go through my computer and like find stuff to delete.
Right.
And now there's all this stuff with like Spotify. Um, like I literally just got my podcast on Spotify like a month ago, and now all these people are boycotting Spotify and
Oh no.
all these
Why?
other. I think it's because of their use of AI and how they've always kind of been exploiting their artists, like underpaying them for streams and stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, how do you fix that problem? That was the same way they felt about radio. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because it's like, so if you paid every single artist quote unquote livable wage, like there wouldn't be enough money to go around.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I just know that a lot of I can't remember any of them off the top of my head because I don't really listen to any of them. Or maybe one of them was King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard took all their
Right.
songs off of Spotify, and then there were some other ones too. But artists are starting to boycott them for their use of AI, and kind of their CEO, I think, is maybe exploits his labor or something. I
Yeah.
didn't research it, but
Normal cancel culture stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
But that being said, I'm going to be really glad that I have all my stuff backed up outside of online when all this stuff starts to get taken down or
Yeah.
whatever happens. It's just best to have like all that stuff
Yeah.
available to you. Yeah.
I like physical media in general. I don't know. It's just like more tangible, and I like listening to like if I am listening on a streaming service, which is what I do when I go for walks, just because it's more practical.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I'm home, like I love like holding the vinyl and like looking at the art on it and like having the action of like interacting with it like makes me retain the information from the music and stuff more.
Yeah.
Just like you're experiencing it instead of just like consuming it, I guess.
Yeah. And some albums are just like, well, I mean, like even I've always been listening to Sabbath. Like I've listened to Sabbath uh, on a weekly basis, even before Ozzy passed away. But
Yeah.
lately, I've just been listening to every Ozzy album every single day, and those Sabbath albums on vinyl, it's like unlike experiencing it in any other,
Yeah,
like
for sure.
on your headphones. They're meant for vinyl, I think.
Yeah. I
Like,
think Pink Floyd's the same way too, where it's uh like the panning sounds different in stereo and on digital, whereas like you listen to those old records and the panning like it feels like it goes like right through you. You're like, whoa, that was weird.
yeah, it was recorded with that in mind, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know, but then it's like you also end up getting like a bunch of albums that you listen to three times. I've been there a lot too. Getting vinyl that's like I've listened to it like twice.
Yeah. I mean, I have CDs that are still the plastic wrap and vinyl
Yeah,
still the plastic wrap. I just like, I don't know, hoarder
yeah.
of physical media.
Do you have a CD player stereo too, or what do you play those through?
Yeah, I have like a 5 disc changer. So everything just runs through like one of those old school receivers and I have the old school speakers and stuff.
That's the way to do it. Yeah, I saw some dude on Instagram. He was playing his vinyl through like a Bluetooth speaker, and I was like, "What's the point?
Yeah, right.
You might as well just use your phone at that point.
Right. Just cut off that like bottom end of the base all the way. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Nice. Well, you got anything to do after this, or are you busy?
Probably just feed and water myself and go deal with this car stuff.
Yeah. You had to go home and get your keys, or you left them at the shop.
Yeah, it was kind of an awful experience. And it's like every time I go to the shop, I just like I expect to pay way too much money, but I'm just always upset about it every time. And it's like when I drop my car off, dude's like it's $53 for the inspection and the tire rotation, and like that's the point that I want to punch him in the face.
Yeah.
So I'm like, there's no way in hell that I'm coming to pick up my car and it's going to be $53, dude. You are lying
Right.
through your teeth to me right now. Like,
Yeah.
you're just gonna be like, oh yeah, everything's fine, $53. No, that's not how it works.
Yeah. They found something.
Yeah,
They're finding something right now as we speak.
yeah, it's all good. That would be all dealt with before winter, which is my thing.
Yeah. How far north of Minneapolis are you? Like just a few hours?
No, not even. It's like an hour.
An hour? Yeah. So it's pretty much the same weather.
Yeah.
Yeah. One time, I was going to go camping in the spring. And it was like in Minneapolis spring. So it was still kind of cold, but it was like getting better. And then we went up north to camp and it was like still winter.
Yeah.
Like you just have to go a few hours and it's like, but yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah.
I think the ground was still frozen or something.
I tried to do in Michigan. I tried to do an outdoor photo shoot in like May, and there was still like snowbanks out in the
Yeah.
field and stuff. And I was like, no. I was like, I guess we're just doing this inside.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't imagine what it's like in Canada and stuff.
Yeah, I kind of like that now though. Like, if I had like enough money to just like buy some spot next to a lake and it just
Mhm.
froze over for 8 months and I didn't have to talk to anybody, like I'd be like, this is cool.
Yeah. Just have your hibernation station. I don't know
Yeah.
what. Yeah.
Everything's so quiet. I've just had like so much noise living in cities and stuff for so many years. Like you get like that dense snow quiet and it's like, wow, you're just like alone.
Yeah. It is a different experience for sure. Even I mean, where I live now, it's like a city technically. It's like 100,000 people.
Yeah.
But I feel like then, because I've been back to Chicago a few times, and anytime I go back there, like the second we start getting into like traffic or like start going to the neighborhoods that there's all these people out, I feel like my like personality changes. Like
Yeah.
there's like too much going on all of a
Yeah.
sudden.
You're
All of
like
a sudden,
ready for the world to end, like looking over your shoulder.
yeah, fight or flight kicks in.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, it's been good to talk to you.
Yeah.
And I
Thanks
hope
for
that,
having me on, man.
of course, I hope that your car is safe and sound and they don't try and upcharge you.
Yeah.
And I'll be in touch about future endeavors if you ever want to do a collaboration or anything that's not just pizza or whatever you're working on. I'd love
For
to hear
sure.
about it. All right. Well, you have a good rest of your day.
Yeah. Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah. All right. See you, Justin.
Later.